After going through this video, you will be able to create an object using classes. So far, we have studied 3 different ways to create an object. The first way was using the object initializer, the second way was using the new object, and the third way was using the function constructor. In this video, we will look at the fourth way to create an object, and that is using classes. This method was introduced in JavaScript in 2015 with ES6. If you have understood how to create an object using a function constructor, then this would be super easy for you to understand. Earlier, we saw how we can create an object using a function constructor. Well, for classes, the syntax is pretty much similar. Everything which was earlier inside the car function in case of function constructor is now inside the function named constructor in case of classes. Further, the constructor function is inside a class. Now, an important question that you might ask, what is the need of creating an object using classes if it is similar to function constructor? You may pause the video and think for a moment. To help you nudge in the right direction, I will give you a small hint that the reason has to do something with class. So, one of the most important reasons for creating an object using classes is that it provides a convenient syntax to people who are coming from other programming language backgrounds like C and C++. The other reason is, using the class notation, we can bring the function declaration outside the constructor. One important thing to notice is that we are no longer using the function keyword along with the display method. Now, rest of the things remain the same, like the way the objects are created and the way properties and methods are accessed. Lastly, in this video, we will go through the for and loop, which we have already discussed in the loops topic of this module. The reason why we are discussing it again is because objects are exclusively used in JavaScript, and they iterate through all the properties in an object. So let's revise them again using the car example. Let us create an object first, and for that, we will use classes. We will define classes and then construct a function with arguments. We will then add all the properties, and outside the constructor function, we will define the function. We will then define the objects, and lastly, we will use the for in loop. Here, we are iterating through the car1 object and printing the value of all its properties. And to concatenate the string, we are using a plus operator. Now, what will be the output of this code is something I will leave to you to check on your own. With this, we come to the end of objects in JavaScript, where we learned 4 ways to create an object. Before we proceed to the quiz, I will say one important thing. Objects are like jack of all trades. If you have understood the objects, you have understood the JavaScript. Adios. See you in the next topic.